the beautiful nature and many people's hard work behind.
自分の納得する球が出た時が一番嬉しいですね。
That this is actually happening.
So how to document it?
The most meaning of life.
Today I'm here for Singapore Nanyang Academy Fine Art School in Singapore. We are going to interview for the DesmondJohnChin jewelry specialist and senior instructor. We are going to excited to see him today. So now I'm here in Nanyang Academy Fine Art together with for the DesmondJohnChin jewelry specialist and senior instructor. Thank you so much today for the giving us a special time for the weekend.
Good morning. Yes. Nice to meet you. I'm actually working as a jeweler, as a teacher who've been teaching for almost about 30 to 40 years. Yeah. So I started off teaching at LaSalle, then came to NAFA, and most of the time I'm at NAFA. So I've been educated in England, and after 5 years came back in 1985. I started a course in Singapore. So at that time, just because I am in a family of a jeweler, then I find that it's so difficult to translate dialects to English education. So I started interested in learning about jewelry. So that's where I got my education. Came back in 1985. I started teaching, but not interested in going into business. So I started and I carry on until today. So I'm educating students for all sort of life. That means I'm now quite interested in starting off jewelry designer or jewelry artists that would like to carry on in their own way of life as an artist, or start off a little business, or just simply do something for themselves or something like that. Yeah. So I'm now also training people in the night, where we call it continuous education. We gave adults some chance to pick up some knowledge about our jewelry, besides making jewelry, because we are also interested in the material, like diamond, color stone, right up to pearls, organic material. So we actually teaching people to appreciate it, but not just for fun, but it can be interest, then it can be a collection. So hopefully we can leave this legacy behind. I would say that I can confidently say that I could be the first person who actually did this education for our educational path. We try to educate the public that there is many ways of being a jeweler. So you can be very first, where you start off as fashion, then comes to really into theater kind of jewelry. We call it costume jewelry. Then right up to really concentrated in making something very different from the rest. So as the country getting better, so we all know that people want to buy one-off pieces rather than mass productions. So when we go to genuine kind of jewelry, we really concentrate on not just purchasing power, but we are thinking of something very unique individually, that these particular items, if you want to buy, you can never get another piece. So that's what people are trying to come up with now, that hopefully people pick up their own skill, their own artist way, how you actually produce your own jewelry. Because there's lots of things, lots of information in YouTubes and the rest, they can pick it up. But I'm facilitating for those people who actually not confident to start off. So I'll be the one in this school which we show to all public that you can start. We actually have to educate to make people interested in it. So the young people at this moment, they can afford or they have the spending power, but not as much as purchasing higher end of jewelry. So we can start educating, then eventually we produce all kind of jeweler. They can be a jeweler who purchase, a jeweler who actually collects. Then the jeweler can be a customer who actually knows what they are purchasing. So we are actually educating the society so that the society is actually producing quality jewelry, so that the jewelry will not be lower quality like material that is actually too low a carat, or people been making money all the way but don't know that there is an international quality of metal to be controlled. So it's the same where if you want to buy diamond, you want to buy color stone, you want to buy pearls. So there is lots of it, but which is genuine and which is actually man-made. So people learn from us first, then eventually they will slowly pick up. When they first buy off one, then eventually they will start to think of a better one. We Singaporean, their mentality of coming to school is to be educated. So they may not find that they are very fast in deciding to become specialized in certain area. So we are here to actually open, to let them try all kind of art, design. So hopefully that eventually they'll pick the right major and carry on. We only talk about a bit of design money and we talk about workmanship. So a lot of people may ask, can I have lower workmanship? Or can you take off certain design fee? Then what my designer is going to earn? So we find it very difficult in this situation. So why not? And we found that gems is actually very interesting. And when you bring in gems, we bring color, we attract more people. But gems itself, we can make money because the gems alone is unique, one-off, and you can never get another piece the same. Pearls can be how good a pearls you want, or how big, how colorful, how shiny. So your area will be bringing in more towards like, you think you can collect the same pearls as, because you have to do your selections of pearls before you make the whole strand almost the same, equal color, equal shape, or equal form. So that's where the price comes in. So they have to learn from there how they actually chooses it. But maybe pearls a bit, when we say color stone, pearls you have to learn to, when you wear it, you will learn to take care of it. You got to be gentle with it. Rather than color stone, we talk about hardness and don't worry about it, you won't get scratches so long as don't put the same hardness together. There is a group of jeweler who concentrate on color gems and they are actually targeting on different market. So for the pearls itself could have another range of people because the people are now not so much aware of because there is a lot of pearls being in the market and everybody is being drowned with a lot of freshwater pearls or whatever. So they don't know what is actually the good one and the bad. So it seems like I can put on it like looks like a pearls, everybody says pearls, it's okay. But we say is that we need another group of people who is like the Agoya pearls pushing so much on pearls. They also educate people on pearls. There's something that the initial part where you start off, where everybody start learning about what is really a quality pearls and how to choose the right pearls. Then we may have this group coming up, actually the people who collect pearls. I think that documentations of this disappearing kind of pearls is the same like I'm also worrying the disappearing of crafts, because there's a lot of craft like repoussé, craft of beating some metals up, or enameling. It's all disappearing arts. So who is going to help me to build up in one area or the other? So, but you start off with pearls and you bring into the real source. That is actually wonderful that you get somebody to document it. You actually collect all the information, and the way we also could use this documentary to actually further educate people how actually pearls comes about, and how you actually could actually appreciate things that actually disappearing, that you have to learn how the past people been bringing this up, but not enough information to educate the rest. So once they started to be educated, they will spread. And when the people who is the collector will start to hold and pass down. We as a designer, I would say that we got to push, we got to design, then we actually introduce in. Then once people start liking it, then I think there is future in this pearls artwork that take a lot of time. So patience is not there anymore. So eventually I say, oh, it's about time that when we get older, we don't need all this to control us. Maybe I have my own time. I should start thinking about producing my own things, and should do something that is more meaningful, and something that you think that there is a way of keeping your story. Because I can't do documentations, I can't do a lot of time to do writing. So all I know is maybe I should get my craft to produce my own items as part of the documentations. So how to document it, how to place it there, so that you go, doesn't matter, but the documentation will carry on from there. So the jewelry will be the documentations of my life. Hopefully, if I do it well.
It was a wonderful time with Desmond today. For him, jewelry is document of his life. It was a really good learning for us too.